So can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in music?
So my parents sent me to military school around like 11th grade because I was kind of doing bad in high school. And I met a couple of friends. One of them was named Nizza. He still makes music, but he kind of like inspired me. So when I came out, I got like equipment and I started recording like in my bedroom and stuff. And then from there, I seen that like I got a little bit of buzz, so I just kept going. But yeah, pretty much.
And let's just jump right into what I think you wanted to talk about, which is the state of music in New York City. So why don't you talk? Because right now, I know just being media a little bit, people are always sending me drill artists. Like every day is 20 different drill artists. So how do you feel about that? And like, where do you fit in the music scene in New York?
Honestly, I feel like I fit in the more alternative side because I feel like it's really repetitive as far as the drill scene. I just feel like it's just constant name dropping, and it's like after some point, I don't even feel like people are even just like trying to perfect their craft. They're just trying to do it just to get to clout and some money off of it. It's not really like a dream for them.
And so when you make music, where do you get your inspiration from? Because I feel like with the art, a lot of artists, they just kind of hear what everybody else is doing. Like they hear the sample, they almost use the same sample from the same song and make the same song. So where do you get your inspiration? Because what you do always kind of sound different.
Honestly, I get my inspiration from just shit I actually go through in life. As far as like samples and stuff, I'll be honest, whenever I stumble upon like a certain song and it just taps in with anything that makes me feel like nostalgic, I tend to keep it in the back of my head and try to like incorporate it with my music.
Also, like, so your music and your videos, you have a lot of energy and a lot of aggression, but like in real life, you're very like chill and calm and stuff. So is that like you just turn up for the music, or like how do you balance that, or like is it like it comes out when you do the music more?
Honestly, yeah. Like I said, it's a way for me to express myself also about things that I go through, and I feel like the energy that I come off with is it's honestly just my aggression, It's just pent up aggression.
Is there any artist that inspired you when you first started making music?
Honestly, my friend, this is that I mentioned before, Playboy Cardi, Joey Badass, T.I., surprisingly, Lil Wayne, Young Lean, a lot of underground artists. That's how true it is.
That's crazy. It's funny that you say T.I. Is there a certain T.I. song that you feel like inspired? Well, not inspires you, but like you get influence from? Because he has some hard songs. Like,
I will admit, I just remember when I was just little, just staring at my TV, repetitively playing the song. What you know about that? Like, something about it just gave me so much energy.
Yeah.
And just the song with Rihanna, too. That song just goes crazy. It just has you pumped. Like, I honestly feel like you really do get a lot of energy off of music.
yeah, for sure.
You do get a high off of music. But
When you go to the studio, what's your process like? Do you have a bunch of people? Is there like a bunch of girls? Is there a bunch of what? How do you get the energy out when you're in the studio?
For example, I can be out with some friends. It can just hit me like out of nowhere. I just get like a rush of motivation and inspiration. And I'll literally tell them, yo, I'm calling Uber right now. We out to the studio. Find an engineer. Find one ASAP. And I'll literally kidnap my friends. Or if not, I'll go by myself. And most likely if I'm with my friends, I'm literally going to tell them, yo, let's just talk about bullshit. Yo, let's talk about what happened today or shit like that. Let's talk about crazy stories. And I'll just go in there and just literally just talk about it. Honestly.
That's fine.
You're literally just telling a story on a beat or conversating on a beat or conversing. So, say a word, I don't know. But, yeah.
And do you have any advice for artists when it comes to, because I feel like some artists, they're not able to do that. They're not able to, for example, go to the studio by themselves, or like they need a lot of validation. So do you have any comments on that?
Honestly, if you need validation to make music, then it's not something for you. I feel like if you're really gonna take music serious and you see it as like a long term goal, then I feel like it should be something that you should just love automatically. Like you just have the drive for it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's the same drive you have when you wake up in the morning.
It's natural. It's not like you gotta convince yourself.
No.
So what do you feel about Instagram? Because I know like you're younger, so you probably grew up with kind of a lot of things being on social media. So what do you feel about how much people are looking at like following and likes compared to the actual sound of the music?
I feel like as far as that, like I said, they're just trying to manipulate it in the wrong way. Like they're just trying to get clout off of it. It's like they want all eyes on them. When you can honestly use Instagram as a way to express yourself and show real talent, honestly.
Right.
But how if it's getting foreshadowed? I'm sorry, if it's getting drowned out by all these artists that are just like paying all this bread, not even being organic, buying followers just so they can just promote like bullshit. To be honest, that's how I really see it.
And as far as like your career, what's your goals when it comes to music? Is it to get signed? Is it to collaborate with certain artists, do shows? Like, what are you building towards as an artist?
Honestly, to be very honest, because a lot of artists will not admit this, I really do music because I honestly want to connect with people. Because I feel like there's people out there, whether it's very rare or not, that probably go through the shit I go through as far as what I talk about in my music that could relate. Honestly, as far as like my audience, I honestly don't even know what type of audience that I grasp, but I know there's people out there who can understand.
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, because so I just added your song to this playlist and I collaborated with this blog that's in Austin, and they were like, "Oh, Trill the Wave." Like they was hype. I was like, "Yes, that's fire." That that he's fire. Like, so how do you feel about, are there other instances where you were like caught off guard of a fan from a certain location or anything like that?
Honestly, 42nd Street, I was with my mom. She flew in from Africa and she was staying at a hotel and just out of nowhere. And he wasn't even a young fan. He probably was like in his 40s. He was like, "Oh yeah, you have a song with someone I know. Yeah, that shit goes hard. I love your verse." And I was honestly dumbfounded because it's like, this can't be real life. Honestly, I still feel like I'm still a very, very small artist, even though I've been making music for a long time.
So what is something that would make you feel like you were a big artist?
Recognition about music that I probably tried to delete off the face of the earth. That, but even though that's not realistic, honestly, just recognition. That's simple. There's a lot of artists now, so it's very easy to be forgotten.
For real. What do you feel like is different about you as an artist?
I feel like I can exaggerate my music to a certain extent, but I feel like I really try to keep it organic and try to say what I really go through. I really do. Like I know I stretch it out like a lot, but honestly, I don't even write music anymore. Like I stopped writing music 2019. Like I honestly I just say what I think, and that's honestly just shit I really do go through.
Right. And you have any last words of wisdom or advice for artists that trying to like work through a block right now? Anything?
Honestly, in this game right now, it's very hard to keep it real, but if you really are true to yourself and you really do manifest to a certain degree, you're always going to accomplish your goals. So always strive for the best.
That's fire. So now we're just going to do a drop real quick. So he's going to say, just introduce yourself like, "Oh, this is Trill the Wave, and I'm here with your plug's favorite." And if you have anything you want to promote, like a album, anything dropping or a music video or anything, and whenever you're ready.
My name's Trill the Wave. I'm tuned in with your plug's favorite, and pretty much that's it. Feel me?
Where can they follow you on Instagram?
You can follow me on Instagram at Trill the Wave, TRILLTHEWAVE. Yeah.
Anything dropping soon? Music videos?
Try to keep stuff very secretive in my
Okay,
life right
gotcha.
now.
But
But expect some type of music coming very soon.
what's the last video that dropped that we could look for?
I just recently dropped Till I Die, shot by Studios. That is my best friend. Just recently dropped that. Definitely check that out. It's the link in my bio on my Instagram, YouTube it, Trill the Wave Till I Die. Definitely run that up. It's good visuals, definitely.
Thank you.